What's up, everyone? This is Jared and Nick from What Cheers Beer Reviews. Tonight we're tasting Sierra Nevada and Dogfish Head's collaboration. This is the Rhizing Bines, their IPA, double IPA.
Yeah, double IPA. Yeah, this one just came out. It's technically the second beer they've done in the Life and Limb series. The first was, I think, just called Life and Limb.
Yeah,
and it was a strong ale that they brewed with birch syrup and maple syrup.
That was a good one.
And then so this one is just came out. It's 3 weeks old at this point.
Yep.
From bottling date, and it's a double IPA, as Jared said, and it's got
Bravo hops and an experimental hop called 644. It's 8% alcohol and 85 IBUs. I know that using some local ingredients, some local malts and everything.
Yeah.
Some malts from Sierra Nevada's farm. Some local Delaware malts from Dogfish Head's end, and those hops. So
yeah, they're basically what they're doing is doing East meets West. You know, kind of collaboration here. You know, Sierra Nevada's moving or opening their brewery on the East Coast.
Yeah, in North Carolina. And
so they brought a Torpedo over from Sierra Nevada to use a Dogfish Head to do the hopping. And so it's a really cool. Hopefully it's gonna be a really cool beer. And two obviously heavy hitters in the craft beer scene.
IPA scene too. Really.
IPA scene. So
I mean, they're both well known for their IPAs.
Yeah, so I've got big expectations for this one. And this was brewed at Dogfish Head as opposed to
Sierra
Nevada's, which was the Life and Limb. So, with that being said, let's get into this one.
So, before we jump into it, because I know as soon as you lift up your glass, that lacing needs to be gone. I mean, the lacing is great. I mean, look at this. It's you can see a little bit on mine, but it's really nice on yours. So, nice, thick, dense head. It's dissipated a little bit, and then the lacing that's left behind is fantastic.
Yeah, this is obviously the appearance on this is pretty outstanding.
Pretty clear, crystal clear, really.
Crystal clear, like a golden amber kind of color. But yeah, the off-white head, like Jared said, was pretty thick, and some
creamy, dense,
dense, nice lacing.
Yeah, really nice lacing.
Big bubbles, and then the carbonation streaming up from the glass is very steady. This looks like a really well-crafted beer. It
does.
It just looks like a great beer. Let's give it a smell. Very earthy, getting a lot of pine.
I get a lot of floral notes.
Do you?
Yeah.
Interesting, because
maybe it's that kind of the earthiness that you're getting, but
it's not. I mean, yeah, it's definitely not coming across like a fruity, like tropical fruit beer or anything like that. It's definitely coming across.
I get a little bit of citrus, but like
not too much.
Not too much.
A little bit of sweetness in it.
The malt is coming through quite a bit for me, actually.
Yeah, it's like a rustic, like grain kind of malt.
Yeah, I get
smell
like kind of
through.
biscuity, nutty, not nutty, but like toasty notes to it.
Yeah,
from the
definitely
malt.
toasty. Not what I was expecting from the aroma on this one. It does smell more like a Sierra Nevada.
It reminds
Torpedo
me
kind of.
I get almost like a little bit of like Pilsner malt to it as well.
Yeah. Not blowing my mind so far with
not
the aroma.
Not what I was expecting. The hop profile isn't huge.
No.
Not an issue at all.
I'm hoping it tastes a little bit better, but let's go ahead.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Wow. Pretty unique again.
That is very interesting. That has a flavor in it that immediately hit the front of my tongue that I just haven't tasted before in an IPA. That's the only way to describe it. Watermelon.
Watermelon, huh?
I got watermelon out of that like immediately. And I've never.
The first thing I got was I felt that it was pretty dense, a little bit denser than I thought, like a little bit heavier body. I get some malty sweetness right up front, and then as soon as I swallow and like almost like a tartness, like an acidity, kind of covers my mouth. And now that you say, I guess I do it reminds me of like watermelon rind. Like, like once you get towards the green part of the watermelon, that's what that kind of tartness is.
Or even like a cantaloupe or a melon, something along that line.
Like honeydew or something.
Yeah, definitely, because there's a sweetness to it that is really prominent as soon as it hits your palate. It's much more I don't know, approachable or like flavorful than the aroma comes across. So
yeah,
I'm gonna take another sip here.
I get a little bit of earthiness, a little bit of floral again, but the odd thing is that flavor that.
This is a very unique IPA. I'm really happy with the way this is tasting. It's not like anything I've had before. Obviously, I think everything about it is really nice. The carbonation's good. The mouthfeel is actually kind of creamy a little bit.
It's a little bit heavier. It's a little bit creamier. And the mouthfeel, despite having more maltiness to provide that mouthfeel, I don't get a lot of overly sweet notes. It's not too malty.
No, definitely not.
It's well balanced. You know, I almost got more malt on the aroma than I did on the flavor profile.
There's a good balance to it, like you said. Yep. This is what you would expect from two breweries that are this highly regarded. They've been around for a long time. You expect a really solid brew to come out like this.
It's very cool. I mean, it's not overly hoppy. It's not overly malty. It's a nice balance while still having plenty of flavor, and it's not super bitter on the finish either.
No, it's not. It's a clean finish. It's a little bit sweet.
So as far as ratings go on this one, 85 from Rate Beer, 85 from Beer Advocate, which, I mean, is fairly low from a lot of the beers we've been doing, but not an issue, because I like this beer a lot. So what are you thinking?
Yeah, I'm much more impressed by the taste than I am by the aroma. So that's a plus. I mentioned this earlier off camera, Jared, how $15 a bottle for this is pretty pricey for any IPA. So you expect big things out of it, obviously, because it's two heavy hitters, like two big breweries. I think it's delicious. I think it's a nice balance of flavors to this. Really, that new hop, the 644, is striking me.
It's going to be
in a nice way.
It's going to be the hop that's given us that flavor that we've never seen before.
It's truly a flavor I've never
really
tasted,
cool.
and it comes across again like that watermelon, or the cantaloupe or melon type of flavor. That just isn't. It's just that kind of.
It reminds me a lot of melon rind.
Yeah,
that's just what it is. Because I get a little bit of tartness to it, and that's what I don't know. Melon rind. Never thought I'd be getting that from a hop.
I'm gonna go rating wise with a 93 on this.
Okay.
Really was expecting something that I wasn't going to be too excited about after smelling it. It smelled very earthy. Didn't have a lot going on for me. Comes across very kind of exciting and vibrant on the palate.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go 93 on this. I don't know if it's worth $15 still. I'd say 10 would be more fair, but this is Dogfish Head. They tend to be pretty pricey. But
yeah.
Great collaboration.
They're always doing crazy stuff too. So
yeah.
For me personally, I'm going to go with. I'm thinking a 90.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just flat out 90. All right.
Flat out 90. I liked it a lot, but for me the aroma wasn't overpowering. Wasn't anything that jumped out at me. Man, there was some. I guess that could be a good thing. That could be a bad thing. Like it wasn't too in your face, but there wasn't enough of it.
I think when you have these double IPAs these days, you expect it to really be very effervescent and just kind of the aromas to be streaming up from the glass. And this is more subdued, and that's all right. It works.
Even for me on the palate, I felt kind of the same way. It wasn't like in your face. It wasn't on the top. It was a really nice taste to it.
Carefully crafted. You might think it might have been a hop bomb.
But I don't even know if I'd call it an IPA or a double IPA. I almost think it was like a beer brewed like in an IPA style, I guess, for lack of a better description.
Yeah.
It's an IPA. It reminds me of an IPA, but it doesn't really remind me of other IPAs.
It certainly doesn't have the heavy hop bitterness or hop punch that you'd expect from these two breweries.
Yeah.
Given their background, but it works. It's different, and that's what works for it, I think.
It's cool, and that's what works for Dogfish Head. So.
Yep. So that's it, guys. Yeah. Obviously, if you can get it, this was bottled on 1/26,
and today's February 17th
or 18th.
One of them, whatever.
So
keep track anymore.
Yeah, I wouldn't age this at all. Drink it if you get it. It's already 3 weeks old at this point.
Age an IPA.
Don't age an IPA, guys. You heard it here first.
Yep.
All right. Remember to comment, subscribe, check us out. Comment, subscribe, check us out on Facebook, and let us know what you think of this beer.
Cheers.
Cheers, guys.